I'm at OneFifteen today in Dayton, Ohio. This is an innovative nonprofit that deals with substance abuse. They came to Dayton just over a year ago with an outpatient treatment center. That's been successful. 1,600 people have gone through that. They provide everything from the medically necessary treatment for opioid addiction to job placement and everything in between. Today we opened what's called a residential treatment center. This is exciting because what the evidence shows is that longer-term recovery, including residential treatment, is very important to long-term success of turning people's lives around and getting them truly clean and sober. So it's a good thing that we've opened this residential treatment center today, particularly during this pandemic, because we were finally making progress in Ohio and around the country based on some federal legislation that I've taken the lead on and great actions at the state and local level. But that's been reversed a little bit during this pandemic. We've actually seen now an increase again in overdoses after finally seeing a decrease. So it's very important to be reopened and reopened now. We're going to continue the fight in Washington. I'm the author of the Comprehensive Addiction and Recovery Act. About $3 million has come to the Dayton area already through that legislation. They just received another federal grant for this facility as an example for outreach. We also have new legislation, a new bill that's called the TREATS Act, which would make permanent some of the telehealth options that are being used now for treatment. I was told today that about 50% of the patients are being treated through telehealth, and it's working surprisingly well. I hear this all around the state. So we've got to get the TREATS Act passed as part of the next COVID-19 package. And then, of course, we're reintroducing the Comprehensive Addiction and Recovery Act. We call it CARA 2.0. That legislation will help to expand treatment even further and to ensure that we can not just make progress on the opioid epidemic, but as increasingly people are using meth and cocaine and mixing it with fentanyl, that we can really begin to reverse the tide.